And this is a very important piece of legislation. And I'd just like to ask the House Leader, where we didn't see any legal interpretation when you enacted the Act. We still haven't heard. We asked many questions on that. Where is the legal interpretation that you met the threshold? So in reading this Act, it clearly states that a member of the official opposition or the opposition, and we are the official opposition, and we are recognized as being the official opposition, should be chairing this committee. It's normal practice that any committee that oversees the government and scrutinizes the government is chaired by an official opposition member. So I'm just wondering if you've had a legal opinion to interpret the Act in the way you're interpreting it, because you're saying it should be co-chaired by two parties, two members of different parties, and not the official opposition.
Here, here.
I want to remind the member to ask the questions through the chair. I can't answer on the behalf of the government, but I will let him do it now. The Honourable Government House Leader.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And here's the thing that I find concerning. That we had for 3 weeks the City of Ottawa besieged by an occupation. That I had an opportunity to talk with businesses and residents who had their lives ripped apart by what had occurred. And that the question that we're being asked again and again and again is, why can't I get the chair of the committee? Why can't I get the chair of the committee? Their concern from the Conservatives seems to be an obsession with whether or not they get to chair and have a member who gets to say they're the chair, when the City of Ottawa went through absolute nightmare. I can't imagine, if I was a resident or a business that lived in the red zone, to hear the Conservatives spending all their time myopically asking about whether or not they can get a chair, instead of talking about, let's look at what happened here. Let's make sure that it never happens again, that these poor people in Ottawa and the blockades and the businesses that were impacted and the billions of dollars that were lost, how can we make sure that we don't have members of Parliament supporting those kinds of activities and make sure that we don't have these issues in the future?